Hello, kindergarten. Our book for today is There Was an Old Mermaid Who Swallowed a Shark. There was an old mermaid who swallowed a shark. I don't know why she swallowed the shark, but it left no mark. That great white shark left no mark. How can that be? At 15 feet long and 5,000 pounds. Beats me. There was an old mermaid who swallowed a squid. That's what she did. She swallowed the squid. She swallowed the squid to float with the shark. I don't know why she swallowed the shark, but it left no mark. Did the squid swim really fast? It propelled itself with a mighty jet blast. There was an old mermaid who swallowed a fish, a tropical fish. That was her wish. She swallowed the fish to dance with the squid. She swallowed the squid to float with the shark. I don't know why she swallowed the shark, but it left no mark. Sharks have rows and rows of teeth. Does that mean they chomp and chew what they eat? Nope. We swallow it whole. Now that's a feat. There was an old mermaid who swallowed an eel. She let out a squeal when she swallowed the eel. She swallowed the eel to brighten the fish. She swallowed the fish to dance with the squid. She swallowed the squid to float with the shark. I don't know why she swallowed the shark, but it left no mark. So why did the eel look so bright? Its body creates fluorescent light. There was an old mermaid who swallowed a crab. It was tough to grab, but she swallowed that crab. She swallowed the crab to tickle the eel. She swallowed the eel to brighten the fish. She swallowed the fish to dance with the squid. She swallowed the squid to float with the shark. I don't know why she swallowed the shark, but it left no mark. Did the crab lose its claw when it was snared? No need to worry, I can grow a spare. There was an old mermaid who swallowed a sea star. She didn't swim far to swallow that star. She swallowed the sea star to play with the crab. She swallowed the crab to tickle the eel. She swallowed the eel to brighten the fish. She swallowed the fish to dance with the squid. She swallowed the squid to float with the shark. I don't know why she swallowed the shark. But it left no mark. Why didn't the sea star swim away? Without a brain, it's hard to say. There was an old mermaid who swallowed a clam. It was fun to cram her mouth with a clam. There was an old mermaid who loved to spend her whole day playing pretend that everything under the water was her friend. Wish we could learn more about these underwater creatures. Turn the page for some extra features. Sharks are born with complete sets of teeth and can immediately get their own food. Often when a shark bites something, its teeth fall out, but another tooth soon moves up to take its place. Sharks can go through up to 30,000 teeth in their lifetime. Squids can swim as fast as 25 miles an hour. They use jet propulsion. Water squirts out of their bodies, creating a force that helps them speed up. Many squids live in the deepest part of the ocean. The colossal squid has giant eyes that light up so it can see the dark ocean floor. Sea stars do not have a brain or blood. These creatures move quickly because of hundreds of tube feet on the underside of its arms. Sea stars usually have 5 arms that help them skim across tide pools. But some species can have up to 40 arms. If one of the sea star's arms is injured, it grows a new one to take its place. Clams have no eyes, ears, or noses, so they cannot see, hear, or smell. In order to protect themselves, they burrow deep in the sand in a group called a bed. There are more than 15,000 different species of clam. Some clams are small, but others can grow to be more than 500 pounds. And some species live up to 40 years. The second book we're going to read is The Best Nest. Mr. Bird was happy. He was so happy he had to sing. This was Mr. Bird's song. I love my house, I love my nest. In all the world, my nest is best. Then Mrs. Bird came out of the house. "It's not the best nest," she said. "I'm tired of this old place," said Mrs. Bird. "I don't like it. Let's look for a new place right now." So they left the old place to look for a new one. "This place looks nice," said Mr. Bird. "Let's move in here." But somebody else had already moved in. So they looked at another house. "This one looks nice," said Mr. Bird, "and there's nobody in it." "You're wrong," said Mrs. Bird. "This house belongs to a foot." So they went on looking. "I like this one," said Mr. Bird. "It has a pretty red flag on the roof." "I've always wanted a house with a flag," said Mrs. Bird. "Maybe this place will be all right." But it was not all right. "I guess I made a mistake," said Mr. Bird. "You make too many mistakes," said Mrs. Bird. "I'm going to pick the next house." And here it is, right here. They flew in. They looked around. "Isn't it too big?" asked Mr. Bird. "I like this place," said Mrs. Bird. "This is the place to build our new nest." They went right to work. They needed many things to build their nest. First, they got some hay. They got some soda straws and broom straws. They got some sweater string. They got some stocking string and mattress stuffing. They got some horsehair. They got some man hair. Soon they had all the hay, all the straw, all the string, all the stuffing, all the horsehair, and all the man hair they could carry. They took it back to build their nest. Mr. and Mrs. Bird worked very hard. It took them the rest of the morning to finish their nest. "This nest is really the best," said Mrs. Bird. "I want to stay here forever." Mr. Bird was very happy too. He flew to the top of his house. He sang his song. "I love our house, I love our nest, in all the world our nest is best." He was so busy singing, he didn't even see Mr. Parker coming. Every day at 12 o'clock, Mr. Parker came to the church. He came to pull a rope. The rope went up to the bird's new nest. The rope rang the big bell right under Mrs. Bird's nest. Bong, bong, bong. Mrs. Bird got out of there as fast as she could fly. When Mr. Bird came in, all he could see was a mess of hay and string and stuffing, and horsehair and manhair and straw. Where was Mrs. Bird? "I will look for her until I find her," said Mr. Bird. He looked high, he looked low, he looked everywhere for Mrs. Bird. He looked down into a chimney, but Mrs. Bird wasn't there. He looked down into a water barrel, but Mrs. Bird wasn't there. Then he saw a big fat cat. There was a big fat smile on the fat cat's face. There were some pretty brown feathers near the fat cat's mouth. Mr. Bird began to cry. "Oh dear," he cried. "This big fat cat has eaten Mrs. Bird." Mr. Bird flew off. "I will never see Mrs. Bird again," he cried. It was getting dark, and it began to rain. It rained harder and harder. Mr. Bird could not see where he was going. Crash! Mr. Bird bumped into something. It was his old house, that old house that Mrs. Bird didn't like. "I'll go inside," said Mr. Bird. "I'll rest here until the rain stops." Mr. Bird went in, and there was Mrs. Bird, sitting there singing, "I love my house, I love my nest, in all the world this nest is best." "You here?" gasped Mr. Bird. "I thought you didn't like this old nest." Mrs. Bird smiled. "I used to not like it," she said, "but a mother bird can change her mind. You see, there's no nest like an old nest for a brand new bird." I hope you like these books.